Look at me carefully and listen with your heart. Age is not your enemy. Fatigue is not your destiny. And weakness is not your future. You have been told that once you cross 50, 60, 70, life must slow down. That energy fades, that passion disappears, that strength becomes a memory. But what if I told you that your body is not designed to collapse with age? It is designed to regenerate when you give it what it truly needs. Even if you're 80, your cells are still alive, your heart is still beating with purpose, your blood is still flowing with potential. The problem is not your age. The problem is what you feed your body, what you allow into your mind, and what habits you repeat every single day. Let me tell you a secret. Energy is not created in the calendar. It is created in the bloodstream. When your circulation is strong, when your hormones are balanced, when your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, are fueled correctly, your body responds. Your stamina returns, your confidence rises, your endurance shocks even you, and yes, even in the most intimate moments of life, the body can perform beyond expectation. But here is the truth most people ignore. Vitality is built in the kitchen before it is shown in the bedroom. Strength is prepared on your plate before it is expressed in your performance. There is a simple, powerful principle: cleanse, nourish, activate. Cleanse your system from inflammation and toxins that silently drain your power. Years of processed foods, excess sugar, and stress create blockages in your arteries and dullness in your nerves. Remove them, and you remove the chains holding you back. Nourish your blood with natural ingredients rich in nitrates, antioxidants, and essential minerals. When the blood flows freely, oxygen reaches every corner of your body. Muscles respond, the heart pumps efficiently. The mind becomes sharp, performance becomes effortless. Activate your hormones naturally. Movement, deep breathing, sunlight, and specific nutrient combinations awaken what time tried to silence. Your body does not forget how to be strong. It simply waits for the right signal. Imagine this: you wake up feeling light instead of heavy. Your steps feel stable, your mind feels clear. Your confidence returns not because someone gave it to you, but because your body proves it to you. 3 hours without exhaustion is not magic. It is physiology, it is circulation, it is cellular energy. And it begins with small, consistent daily decisions. Drink what fuels you, not what numbs you. Eat what builds you, not what bloats you. Move every day, even when you don't feel like it. Sleep deeply, breathe intentionally, guard your thoughts like treasure. Because here is something powerful: your body listens to your beliefs. If you believe you are old, your body obeys. If you believe you are rebuilding, your body responds. At 80, you can still surprise yourself. At 70, you can still transform. At 60, you can still rise stronger than you were at 40. But nothing changes if nothing changes. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not next month. Now, stand up, go to your kitchen, and choose one natural ingredient that strengthens your blood. Step outside and walk for 10 minutes. Replace one unhealthy habit today, just one, then repeat it tomorrow. Momentum creates miracles. Your age is a number. Your vitality is a decision. Decide today that you refuse weakness. Decide today that you reclaim your strength. Decide today that your best performance in health, in confidence, in life is not behind you. It is waiting for you. Take action now. Stop right there and ask yourself something uncomfortable. Is it really your age slowing you down? Or is it the habits you repeat every single day without thinking? Because the truth might surprise you. 2 people can be 80 years old, yet one moves with power and confidence, while the other struggles with exhaustion before noon. What makes the difference? Not the calendar, not the candles on the cake. It's the routine. It's the silent choices made every morning and every night. For years you may have told yourself, "I'm just getting older." But what if that belief is the very chain holding you back? The body is incredibly adaptive. It responds to stimulus, it responds to nourishment, it responds to discipline. When you feed it processed food, excess sugar, and inactivity, it adapts by slowing down. When you fuel it with real nutrients, hydration, and movement, it adapts by becoming stronger. Which signals are you sending your body right now? Here's the wake-up call: habits compound. One unhealthy meal won't destroy you, but repeated daily, it builds inflammation. Skipping one walk won't weaken you, but avoiding movement for months quietly steals muscle and stamina. Staying up late once won't drain you, but chronic poor sleep disrupts hormones that control energy and performance. Little by little, the body adjusts downward. Now imagine reversing that pattern. Imagine drinking water before coffee, choosing natural foods over processed snacks, walking 10 minutes more than yesterday, sleeping 30 minutes earlier. These are not dramatic actions, but they are powerful signals, and your body listens. It always listens. So before you blame your age, examine your routine. Because the moment you upgrade your habits, your body begins to upgrade its strength, endurance, and resilience in response to the commands you give it every single day. Let me ask you something powerful. What if your exhaustion isn't weakness, but poor circulation? What if the real reason you feel drained has nothing to do with age and everything to do with your bloodstream? Because energy is not a mystery. It is biology. It is oxygen delivery. It is nutrient transport, and it all begins in your blood. Every heartbeat is a delivery system. Your blood carries oxygen to your muscles, your brain, your organs. It carries hormones that regulate performance. It removes waste that slows you down. Now imagine this system working at half capacity. Imagine narrowed vessels, thickened blood, poor oxygen flow. What happens? Fatigue, brain fog, low stamina. Decreased endurance, not because you are old, but because your circulation is compromised. Here's the exciting part: circulation can improve at any age. When you nourish your body with foods rich in natural nitrates, antioxidants, iron, magnesium, and healthy fats, you support vessel flexibility. You encourage better blood flow, you increase oxygen efficiency, the heart doesn't have to struggle. The muscles receive what they need, performance begins to rise naturally. Think about it. When blood flows freely, your skin looks healthier. Your mind becomes sharper, your recovery becomes faster, even confidence increases because your body feels capable again. That warm sensation of vitality, that circulation doing its job, but here's the hook: dehydration thickens blood. Excess sugar damages vessels, chronic stress tightens arteries. These daily habits silently reduce your power. The solution isn't complicated, but it requires awareness. Hydrate consistently, eat foods that strengthen the heart. Move your body to stimulate flow. Breathe deeply to oxygenate fully. Energy is not created by caffeine alone. It is created by efficient blood flow delivering life to every cell in your body, moment by moment, beat by beat. Let me challenge you with something bold. Before you blame your stamina, look at your plate. Before you question your endurance, question your ingredients, because the real transformation does not start in the gym, it starts in your kitchen. And here's the hook: every single meal is either building your strength or quietly draining it. Think about this. Your body is made of what you consistently consume, not occasionally, not once in a while, consistently. When you begin your morning with sugar-loaded drinks and refined carbohydrates, you create a spike, then a crash. That crash feels like aging. It feels like weakness, but it's not age, it's unstable fuel. On the other hand, when you nourish yourself with whole foods rich in fiber, healthy fats, quality protein, vitamins, and minerals, your blood sugar stabilizes. Your hormones respond with balance. Your energy becomes steady instead of explosive and short-lived. Here's another powerful truth: inflammation often begins with food. Highly processed meals, artificial additives, and excessive fried foods create internal stress. That stress affects circulation, it affects hormone production, it affects recovery. Over time, this pattern convinces you that your best years are behind you. But what if it's simply a matter of replacing poor fuel with powerful fuel? Imagine your kitchen as your laboratory. Fresh vegetables rich in antioxidants, natural herbs that support circulation, clean protein sources that rebuild muscle, healthy fats that protect your heart and brain, hydration that keeps your cells functioning efficiently. These are not trends, these are biological tools, and here's the wake-up moment: discipline in the kitchen creates confidence everywhere else. When you control what goes into your body, you take control of your energy output. Every smart choice strengthens your foundation. Every intentional meal sends a message to your cells. Rebuild, restore, rise stronger than before. Let me ask you something that might shake you. When was the last time you moved with purpose? Not because you had to, but because you chose to. Because here's the truth most people ignore: the moment you stop moving, you start surrendering power. And the body responds quickly to that surrender. Movement is not about extreme workouts or lifting the heaviest weight in the room. It's about sending a daily signal to your muscles, your heart, your lungs, and your brain that you are still in the game. When you walk, your circulation improves. When you stretch, your joints stay alive. When you perform simple resistance movements, your muscles receive the message to maintain strength instead of shrinking. The body listens to activity like a command. Here's the hook: muscle is a longevity organ. The more muscle you preserve, the better your metabolism functions. The stronger your legs, the more stable your balance. The more stable your balance, the greater your confidence. And confidence itself fuels performance. This chain reaction begins with something as simple as standing up and moving intentionally for 10 extra minutes today. But inactivity sends the opposite message. Sitting for long periods slows circulation. It tightens hips and weakens the core. It reduces oxygen intake. Over time, this creates stiffness, fatigue, and decreased endurance. You may call it aging. In reality, it is underuse. Now imagine committing to consistent daily motion, a brisk walk, bodyweight exercises. Light stretching in the morning, deep breathing that expands the lungs fully. These are not dramatic gestures, but they awaken dormant strength. They remind your nervous system that vitality is still required. Your body was built for motion, built to adapt, built to respond. The question is not whether you can move. The question is whether you will choose to activate the strength that has been waiting quietly for your command. Let me confront you with a powerful question. What story have you been telling yourself about your age, your energy, your limits? Because here's the hidden force most people underestimate. Your mind is not just observing your life, it is shaping your biology. And the moment you understand that, everything begins to shift. If you wake up thinking, "I'm too old for this," your brain listens. It reduces effort, it lowers expectations, it conserves energy. But if you wake up thinking, "I am rebuilding, I am improving, I am capable," your brain releases a different chemistry. Confidence increases testosterone and growth, supporting hormones. Optimism reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that silently drains stamina. Belief is not just motivational, it is biochemical. Here's the hook: studies have shown that perception of aging directly affects longevity and physical performance. People who believe they are declining tend to decline faster. People who believe they are strong often outperform their own medical expectations. Why? Because the brain controls the nervous system, and the nervous system controls the body. Your posture changes when you feel confident. Your breathing deepens when you feel powerful. Your endurance increases when you expect success. Negative self-talk is not harmless. It creates tension in the body, it increases stress levels, it disrupts sleep, it weakens recovery. Over time, those small internal conversations become physical limitations, but the reverse is also true. Encouraging self-talk reduces anxiety. Calm focus improves coordination. Determined thinking increases resilience. Imagine speaking to yourself like a coach instead of a critic. Imagine replacing "I can't" with "I'm improving." Imagine visualizing strength before activity. These mental shifts alter performance in real time. The body responds to leadership, and your mind is the leader that decides whether you rise with strength or retreat with doubt. Here's a truth that most people overlook because it sounds too simple to be powerful. Your life is not changed by one massive decision. It is transformed by tiny choices repeated daily. And here's the hook. The difference between someone who feels exhausted at 60 and someone who feels unstoppable at 80 is rarely dramatic. It is consistency. Think about this for a moment. One glass of water does not instantly transform your health. One short walk does not rebuild your endurance overnight. One healthy meal does not repair years of neglect. But stack those actions day after day, week after week, and something incredible begins to happen. Your body adapts upward. Your energy stabilizes, your confidence grows quietly but steadily. Small decisions compound just like interest in a bank account. Skip movement today, nothing dramatic happens. Skip it tomorrow, still manageable. Skip it for a year, now weakness feels permanent. The same rule works in your favor. Add 10 minutes of walking daily. You won't notice much at first. Add it for 6 months, your stamina shocks you. Replace one processed snack with whole food, minor shift. Do it consistently. Inflammation reduces, circulation improves, performance rises. Here's another powerful realization. Discipline builds identity. Every small healthy action tells your brain, "I am someone who takes care of myself." That identity becomes stronger than temporary motivation. Motivation fades, identity remains. Most people wait for a big breakthrough, a miracle solution, a dramatic turning point. But momentum is built in silence. It is built when no one is watching. It is built when you choose the better option even when it feels inconvenient. The secret is not intensity, it is repetition. One choice today, one better step tomorrow, one stronger habit next week. And over time, those small, quiet decisions reshape your energy, your endurance, and your entire level of performance.